For our next project, we're going to use a drape mold. And so for people at home, what you need to do is try to find some type of bowl like this one here. And before we use it, I'm going to take some saran wrap and put some saran wrap over the bowl itself. So if you're doing this at home, you want to put some saran wrap down. Because anything like plastic or a metal bowl, the clay is going to stick to it, and you don't want it to stick to it. So put that saran wrap down. If you don't have some saran wrap, paper towel will work, but put something down over the bowl like this. People at school, we have these plaster molds. And the nice thing about the plaster molds is the clay doesn't stick to it. And that's why I like to use the plaster molds at school. But we can improvise if you need be at home with using just a bowl that you have and putting saran wrap or paper towel down. So the next thing you need to do is either roll out with a rolling pin or using the slab roller at school, a slab. And you want that slab to be about the thickness of your thumb. So I already went over to the slab roller and rolled mine out here. And so the first thing, remember, we've got that texture from the slab roller. So we want to smooth it out. I got a little crack there, so I'm just smoothing that out, and then I'll use my rib tool to smooth that out again. So this is similar to our slab containers that we did, where you smooth out that clay. All right, then I'm going to take it off this canvas here. And I'm going to slide my mold over, and I'm going to drape it over the top. That's why we call it drape mold. And then I'm going to push down the sides here, and so I want it to fit all the way around. And then I'm going to take my fettling knife, and if you're at home, a butter knife will work. And I'm going to cut out around the mold. And that extra clay, remember, you don't want to just leave it in the slab. You got to wedge that extra clay back up so that it's usable. And we're definitely going to use this for the second half of this. So wedge it back up so you can use it later. And then, now I've got this on my mold, and I want to kind of smooth this out a little bit. You can use your finger like this. You can use the rib tool again to smooth it out. Okay, and there's some bumps here, so see how I'm taking some of those off, smoothing it out. Okay, and I'm just kind of going around, smoothing everything really good. I'll take my rib tool. And I could take a sponge to trim this a little better here. But I don't want my sponge to be super, super wet, because you don't want this to be a soupy mess on here. So my sponge is just a little bit wet here, and I can smooth this out. So that's step one.